Anthony Hartwig here with a Lakeview volleyball player profile. We're joined by junior Katie Esker. Katie, thank you so much coming on talking to us
Yeah,
today.
of course.
So here you are, junior year. You're finally an upperclassman, no longer one of the younger players on the team. What's it been like to kind of take that next step and evolve into a bigger role of leadership?
I mean, it obviously is a little different because you're like looked up to overall as being someone who's played for more years, and like varsity obviously is considered the better team because like you play harder teams. But it's been really fun. I really enjoy showing what I can do with my team because my team is so special. And I only moved here last year, so being with them for only now year two has been like very exciting and new. So I love it. It's great. It's perfect.
When we dive into this volleyball team, obviously the senior class from last year was
Yeah.
fantastic, and you guys had a lot to prove coming into this year. And after an 0-4 start, I think there were a lot of people outside of the program that were kind of writing Lakeview off. Okay,
Yeah.
they're rebuilding, not their year. You prove everyone wrong. You go off a huge win streak. Now you're at the top of the NE8, sharing it with South Range at the moment.
Mhm.
What was kind of the turning point in the conversations that were had inside this locker room that said this is not just a lay down year for Lakeview. Like we are still good, and we're
Yeah.
gonna go prove people that this is still Lakeview volleyball.
So a big thing that my coach says and that we all say, I guess, is that energy will make or break our team overall because we're all really good players and we work very well together. But once we start like getting mad on the court, whether it's our mistakes or just like the game itself, our energy can bring us down completely. But when we work together and we get excited after everything, we have like our next ball mentality and all that, we can work together in so many ways that I don't think people always think are possible, especially with how good the team was last year. But last year, they've been playing together for years. And I mean, so have we. But our team this year is very, very young. We have a lot of freshmen. But I think overall that we're learning how to work better together and keep our energy the entire game and like stay positive.
Talking to your coach at some of the games and after some of your wins this year, she describes, and some of your teammates also in their post game interviews describe that this is an underdog mentality this year. You guys feel the energy that other people have about Lakeview volleyball with all the seniors you lost last year. Do
Yeah.
you feel like this team has a little bit of chip on their shoulder, a little bit of something to prove to other people about, hey, like don't forget about us?
Yeah, I feel like um coming in last year for me, obviously I was put with this team that all the seniors were amazing. They're so good and they work so well together. And coming into this year, I feel like I don't feel like people completely look down on us because a good couple of us played with them last year. Like in a couple games, we went in for them and stuff like that. So they knew what some of us were capable of. I do believe that they didn't, some people didn't think we would be as good as we were last year. And I can see that as like an idea. But I feel like even though we aren't super amazing, like tall people, we still have a lot of good defense and offense. We're very smart in the front row. And Allie's an amazing hitter. She's so smart with how she puts her spots. Ellie's a power hitter. She wasn't there last year because she got injured, but her hitting for not playing for a year, she's so amazing. She hits so good. And Cece, our setter, so good. She's a freshman as well. But for her coming into that role at such a young age and in such a big position, I believe she's doing amazing. And I feel like we are underdogs. I do believe that. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like we're doing good.
Well, I want to talk about your relationship with Cece because, like you said,
Mhm.
freshman setter coming in, it feels like Lakeview just pulls setters out of the tree. Like,
Yeah.
okay, here's another one right there. What's it been like to build a relationship with such a young setter and to work with her so much? She sets you a whole lot, and
Mhm.
you guys have been able to have this connection that seems like you guys have been playing together forever, even though she's just a freshman.
Well, Cece and me, I believe we're a lot alike with the way we just act and the way we play. And she really understands how to set all of us. Like, once she does a good set for us and we tell her that it's a good set, she can do it basically every time. She's such a good setter. She can set from anywhere on the court. She's great at defense. She's so good at hustle plays. There are so many hustle plays that she's done where she just runs for the ball. And even when she does make a mistake, a lot of us do this, she shakes it off and she goes for the next ball, like the next ball mentality. So I think she's such a good setter for her time. She's so amazing. And for her just coming into that role so early, again, she's so good. It's very impressive what she can do
I
overall.
think what a lot of people didn't talk about Lakeview this year, last year, you guys had to go up against those girls in practice every
Hmm.
single day.
Yeah.
And how much do you think that really prepared you for this season and having to experience going up against one of the best, some of the best players in the
Yeah.
area every single day in practice?
I think that helped a lot. Um, Obviously they're so good as a team overall, but playing them in practice and working with them, like learning how they do stuff, how they play, especially taught me and I think all of us how to like love volleyball, not just for being good at it, but for your team as well. Because you can't play volleyball by yourself. Like you need your whole entire team to work together to win like any plays. But playing with them really made an impact for the better, helping us go for every ball, like working together to get a good set, good pass, good hit, like just playing the way volleyball should be played as a team overall. Yeah.
We've seen you do just about everything on the volleyball court. We've seen you get monster kills. We've seen you get some blocks. You can get digs when you're in the back row. What's your favorite feeling in volleyball? Is it a big kill, big block, big dig?
So obviously blocking's very fun. I don't get a lot because I'm not that tall, but when I get a good block, I get super excited because I don't get those. But I think my favorite thing to do is get a really good kill because that excitement when you like hit a ball straight down or just like tipping something really really good, that excitement when your team comes in and celebrates with you because you did something really good, that's such a good feeling. And putting the ball down is always such a great feeling because you ended the play and you got the point. So that's my favorite.
One of the things I've noticed about you in the couple games I've been able to call for Lakeview, you are so good at placing the ball wherever you want to place it, whether it be a cut shot, a tip, cross court.
Hmm.
How hard do you work on being able to go in different places and be able to place the ball so well?
Um, every time I'm playing volleyball, I always look at the court before the serve or any like they serve or we serve. I always look to see where the people start on the other side. So if they're like right back is too far in, I'll know that she's probably going to stay that way. So I can push like deep corner and then just by playing them, like get a couple plays and I'll see where their outside is. And if she's too far in, that four is wide open. Or if she's too far out, then the middle of the court's wide open, like the three. And then also, Cece tells me where I can go. Um, Riley tells me where I can go. Ella, Annalise, and my coach. Basically, everyone on the court tells me where places are open. So they're the ones who know the court, and I just play it out. But they really help me have an impact. But yeah, just looking at the court before any play, I can pretty much tell where it's open for most of the part.
Volleyball 101 with Katie Esker right there, giving
Oh.
us all a lesson on where to go,
Oh.
who to look for. Love it, love it. I ask every Lakeview volleyball player I've ever interviewed this. You guys play in a gym that is I call the hot box. It's sweaty, it's
Oh,
hot,
it's
especially
yeah.
when you're playing deep into 5 sets. What
Hmm.
kind of advantage is it to be able to play in that gym? Other teams come in there, they're used to the air condition.
Hmm.
You're down the end of the stretch. You're like, okay, we got this. We're conditioned for this. Do you feel a real
Yeah,
home court advantage in Lakeview?
I do feel a big advantage when we play at home because we practice in there every single day, basically, and it's just as sweaty in there during practice as it is in games. Maybe a little bit more in games because there's so many more people in there. But when we're in practice, we do conditioning, we do like playing stuff out all the time. So in our locker room is just as hot. So we don't really get like any place other than outside, but it's hot outside now. But anyways, like there is an advantage to it because it also keeps us more conditioned because we're so sweaty and hot all the time when we're in there that just playing in there, we don't really feel it as much when we're in a game, while the other team might like be like dying or sweating so much. But I do, yeah. I think it's a really big advantage when we're home.
What's the summer months like? I mean, conditioning and preseason workouts in the summer, that's got to be brutal in that gym.
So for the open gyms, when we go in there, it is hot. We don't do as many conditioning stuff in the gym. We mostly like play games and stuff to get to know each other and work together. On the other hand, when we're in the weight room, that's so hot in there. It's so hot in there. It's really fun though, because we put on like music and we all have fun and we all work together. Sometimes we go outside on the football field and we do conditioning drills as well, like running on the track or like stretching, anything. But everything that we do together as a team. So it's really fun in the summer because we're all getting to know each other and we're all playing volleyball again together. The hottest thing is the weight room, like overall.
Feel like, is there any cool place in the school? Like, hey, this room's kind of cool. Nope, it's hot too. It's hot. Everything's hot. When you talk about, what it means to you to be able to represent Lakeview and put on this jersey and such a historic program with so many good players that have come before you, what does it mean to you to be the next one, the next player in this long history of Lakeview volleyball?
For me, being good at volleyball is important to me, but coming into Lakeview as a new person last year especially, I was very nervous. And at my old school, I don't want to say like looked over, but I didn't play as much as I do here. But I was only a freshman, so I understand that. But coming in as a sophomore and getting recognized and being able to play with these girls who are so good at what they do and they love it, that made me want to be the same way. And someone I really do look up to is Molly, because she is somewhat an undersized hitter, but she's so good at everything. Like her hitting, so good. It's practically perfect. Like I would watch the way she'd go in to hit the ball. Every movement was perfect. And then the way she passed the ball, perfect. Literally just the way she plays is just perfect. And I also really looked up to the way she, like her next ball mentality as well. She never really got mad, and if she did, you wouldn't really see it. But the girls last year really gave me a good perspective on how I want to be as a volleyball player and what I want to build myself up to be, because it's not just about being able to hit the ball hard or being in the right spot at the same time when that great hitter on the other side is about to hit it and getting it good up. It's about being positive on the court and off the court all the time and just being a positive impact to your team as well.
I think you just got a lot of brownie points with Molly Stewart. A lot of brownie points with Coach Stewart out there on the bench. He's going to give you some candy or something. A lot of candy on the bench. I've seen it. She's going to give you some candy. When you think about your plans to play in college volleyball, we know you have plans. We know you have goals. What are some things you're doing this year? What's the recruiting process like? What are you looking for as far as next level and the next round of college volleyball?
So, my mom's basically my manager. She helps me find colleges that are scouting me, maybe scouting me. She helps me with writing recommendation letters, stuff like that, and looking at colleges that I think I would be good fit for. And when I don't have time to do it, like if I'm at volleyball practice or I have a game or like something school related, she's always looking for that for me, and she lets me know like what I can do. And there are colleges out there, a couple of them that are like contacting me. So I'm excited about that. That's very exciting. But no, my mom is a big impact on my college idea.
And that's why the mom is the role model that she listed in the pre-interview questionnaire.
Yes.
Thank you, Manager Mom, for giving her some time in the schedule to fit in this interview. I'm sure that her schedule's jam-packed. Talk a little bit more about your mom and your dad and your parents and why they're role models to you and why you look up to them so much.
My mom played volleyball in college, and she was good. She didn't play for like a D1 or D2 school, but she loved it, and she loves when I started getting into it, she's very excited, and she was like putting me in club volleyball, like all that stuff. And that stuff, if you know about it, it can be very expensive. But both my mom and my dad are very, very supportive in everything that I do. And it makes me feel a lot better, and it makes me work harder at it because obviously I don't want to disappoint them, but they never give me that feeling that, oh, like if I have a bad game, that they'll be mad at me or anything. They are always like, you did so good. They always say, even though I know I did bad, but especially my mom with volleyball, she's very, very supportive. And my dad, he's always that guy you hear in the stands like screaming. But one thing I love about him is he doesn't just cheer for me, he cheers for every single person on the team. Like, especially in the start of the volleyball season, he asks me who every single person is so he knows who to cheer for when they do something good. And I think they're very good role models as parents. My mom shows me that not only being a good volleyball player is important, but being a good teammate is just as important. And my dad shows me that having energy at all times is so, so important because if you don't have energy on the court, it's not going to be exciting, like for you or for anybody else watching. But they're very, very good role models in the whole entire way that I play.
Katie, we end these player profiles the same way every time. We want to give you the time to kind of take the limelight off yourself and some more people in your life that mean so much to you, that have been supporting to you throughout your career. I want to give you the time to give out some thank yous and some shout outs to the people in your life that you know really deserve it.
I want to say thank you to my club coach. Coach Kim is an amazing coach, and she was like sort of my coach last year. I had a main coach and then I had her. But when um ever I needed something, like a question or anything, I would always go to her, and she would take so much time put into me to help me get better because she knows that I can get better and that every volleyball player has more to learn and more to succeed in. She's a fantastic coach that I have. And my coach now, my school coach, all of them, they're so good. They're great coaches. Um, Coach Heather, she's such a good coach. She gives me so much advice that I know that I need. And she knows, I believe, well, I know when I do something wrong. I know, like, sort of to an extent what I do wrong, but I always ask her because I know she can help me elaborate on it and understand more of what I do wrong because I only have a little perspective of what I do wrong, but she's watching everything. So, and Coach Heidi, she's so exciting. I love looking on the bench and she's like screaming. And I had her last year for JV. She's so positive, screaming on the court or off the court, like to the side. But she's a very positive person and she's just a very, very good coach to have. And she supports every single one of us. Um, Also, Coach Hillary, she's a great coach. She's so positive. She gives great advice. Um, I don't know. She's so good. Whenever I need advice as well, I always ask her to, and she gives me great advice. And then Molly, obviously, I look up to her like from last year, and seeing her as a coach now, um, it's a different perspective, I would say, but she gives really good advice, and her just still being there is a very, very good thing to have because I still have her to look up to, and even more so because she's still here. Like, I know all of them graduated and everything, but still her being here and just like coaching us and helping us is very, very beneficial. My parents, obviously, I give a shout out to. Um, I also do want to give a shout out to my boyfriend and his family because they're also very supportive and they're very sweet. He goes to basically everything that he can, and so do his parents. And them being there is really, really great too because they're very supportive and exciting, and it's really great seeing them there too. And then my grandparents, us moving here, we lived a little bit farther away, so we're a lot closer now. We're only like 30 minutes from them. They go to like everything that they can, and they're very, very, very sweet. My grandma is a great, great person. She loves her family. She'll do anything for us. And then my grandpa is just like a jolly guy. He always has a smile on his face, and when I look out to them, like in the bleachers, I always look over at him. He's just smiling. And I'm like, he doesn't even know what's happening, but he's just happy to be there. But no, that's all the main people in my life that I want to give a shout out to.
What a support system. Everyone in
I
Katie's
know.
life, you deserve a round of
Awesome.
applause. Let's go. Katie, we want to thank you so much for coming on talking to us today about your junior season. We wish you the best of luck the rest of this way, and we can't wait to see you again real soon.
Yeah, thank you.